My name is Maša Hilčešin. I'm working in Media Center as a project coordinator for training dealing with education for journalists. I'm organizing different educational programs, workshops and trainings for journalists, mostly from this region, from Southeast Europe, dealing with different issues. Such as organized crime, public institutions and accountability, gender issues, disabilities, etc., etc. I have been working here for 3 years in Media Center, and before Media Center I used to work as a cultural journalist most of the time.
My name is Per-Anders Johansen. I'm the editor-in-chief of the news department in the Norwegian Broadcaster.
I'm Gunnar Furuly. I work as a journalist in the newspaper Aftenposten.
Well, I started working with East European journalists in the beginning of the 90s, and at that time we hardly used computer technology at all. And most of the focus at that time was on ethics, on organization, on just developing a critical view on how to solve different journalistic issues. At the same time, I think one of the big differences now between when I started and the atmosphere we meet now among a lot of the journalists is that in the 90s there was a lot of optimism, especially in the early 90s. There were really a boost in the journalism in many of these European countries. Now we are into a completely different atmosphere. Many of the journalists we started to train, they have quitted, and the journalists went into new branches where they earn more money. And I think that the challenges in the press is almost as big as it was.
My name is Adnan Ramic, and I'm a student on final year of journalism at the University of Sarajevo, and I'm also working at Federal TV. That's one part of public broadcast network.
My name is Nika Benava, and I'm Deutsche Welle radio and television correspondent from Sarajevo.
My name is Naz Ismailovic. I'm from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Actually, I'm coming from a small city in Republika Srpska named Kosovo, but I'm here in Sarajevo for 10-11 years. I finished my faculty about political science department of journalism, and I work as a journalist about 9 years. I start very early to work as a journalist in all kind of media.
My name is Igor Tešić. I'm 26 years old. I'm coming from Banja Luka and work as a journalist on alternative television there in Banja Luka.
My name is Mirna Škrbić. I'm an executive editor of the netnovinar.org website, and it's a project of the Media Center Sarajevo.
Situation is generally bad, especially in journalism. Maybe approximately journalism salary is let's say €300. For example, at our national radio and television, it's maybe really €400 or €500. You can have better salary when you cab the crew, when you are tourist guide, when you are other professional with, let's say, low high of education.
How do you experience it?
Working as a journalist here is not quite well experienced because especially if you want to be independent. If you are, for example, if somebody pays you, I don't know, some political party or some businessman, you will have a good top of some media, you will be editor like this. And when you are independent, most of the people, I think we don't have here independent media at all. Behind of all of these independent media who call themselves independent, they are not independent at all. Because of most of the time they are to one side.
Why do you think this is so? Is it still state control?
Because I think people here, journalists especially, have a lot of money. They are not paid well for their job. You know, for example, I must work three jobs to pass 1 month, to have get a rent, to buy something for myself. Because we don't have money. Journalists here don't have money. They are not paid well. That's the problem, and because of that, it's easy to buy them.
Yeah, sure.
I've never been in some political parties. I avoid that, but most of the time when I work in such a media, also as a PR or in marketing to get, to be independent.
Is a lot of pressure from different sides, from common people, from politicians, yes, from the police, mighty companies, and so and so and so.
Actually, it's the media scene here in Bosnia is not so great. It's pretty difficult. These are pretty difficult times for journalists because a lot of them don't have a job that provides them with security, etc. And it's also quite difficult sometimes to get information from the government. And so journalists here actually have to be quite creative, I believe, in their work.
Funniest and strangest, I can't remember right now. Maybe it's not funny, but the thing that really a little bit strange and it was really good story. There was Special Olympic games for the people who are stuck in development. I don't know exactly in English word exactly the name of that kind of person. There was a girl from Bosnia who won a gold medal in swimming. So it was really a touching story because they called me day after I made the story. Thanks me, they called me to go to went to their headquarters to have fun with them. They were really polite, yeah, and that was something that I will remember for a long time.
Elections. I think stories about elections here in Bosnia are always funny because I reported from Bosnian elections a few years ago, and I got different previously wrong information from press center, and I reported with wrong information to my not at all, but there was many wrong informations. It can be maybe, yeah.